Good morning, Rochelle here with Dreaming English, and time for some coffee with Rochelle. This morning I'm going to show you how I prepare the horsehead squirrel feeder for the day to feed the squirrels. Now first, I am going to prepare the squirrel feed, which I keep everything in here, and I keep it in my garage, and you can see a picture of my garage right here. And I keep it in this to keep out the little critters from getting into it. So that way the little mice and the chipmunks and such, they can't get inside. Let me show you. The idea of the horsehead squirrel feeder is to feed the squirrels, as you can see, a picture of a squirrel here. You're going to put the food inside to feed these squirrels. Some food. Just like this. Okay. I found actually that the squirrels, this is full of corn. You can see a picture of corn right here. The squirrels don't really like the corn because I find the corn all over the ground. So I also bought them bird feed. I bought them some bird feed, and I bought it for the birds too. And you can see a picture of my bird feeder here, and the reason why I got them the bird feed is to try to keep the squirrels out of the bird feeder. But you can see that they still are going into my bird feeder. You can see some pictures right here of the squirrels going into the bird feeder. So a few years ago I got the bird feeder, and I was very frustrated because every single time I would put food inside the bird feeder, those squirrels would climb the tree and jump onto the bird feeder and hang upside down to get that food. So it's very frustrating. So the idea of this is that the squirrels would put their head inside of this to get some food. And I'm going to show you how I prepare this. So I'm first going to take my squirrel feed, because it does have some bird seed, and I paid money for this. This is what it looks like. If you can see, there is a lot of corn. There are some nuts and some seed. And the squirrels really don't like this corn, so. But I found if I just put the food in here, when the squirrel puts its head in, all this food is going to fall out, and that makes it really, really too easy for the squirrel to get the food. And I like to watch the squirrels putting their heads inside of here and eating. So I don't want to make it too easy for them. So what I do is I am going to mix up the squirrel feed, and the bird feed. I'm going to mix it up with some peanut butter inside of a cup. But first I'm going to take the peanut butter, and I'm going to put the peanut butter along the sides of the squirrel head. And let me tell you, the way that the squirrel head just appears to be hanging here is there's a piece of fishing line tied up to the tree. So you can see a tree back there, and the fishing line is tied up, and there's a zip tie here that goes through a hole in the squirrel's head. Not sure if you can see, there is a zip tie in here. There's a hole in the squirrel's head. That's how it hangs there. So first, I'm going to open up the peanut butter. Let me tell you a story of my father. When my father, a picture of him here, was a little boy, him and his 13 brothers and sisters used to fight over who would be the first one to put their thumb into the peanut butter, because they really wanted to eat it. So they would fight over who was the first person to put their thumb into that peanut butter. I already did, as you can see. So I'm going to take the knife and I'm going to get the peanut butter. And this is from our local grocery store, Market Basket, right here. Market Basket, my favorite grocery store. And I'm going to put that peanut butter along the inside of the horse head. And there's places in here along the horse's mane. There's place for the bird seed to go. So the squirrels will put their heads in here, and they'll put their heads in here. There's a lot of space in the mouth of the horse. And I also like to have the squirrel kiss the horse. So I put some peanut butter here. So our squirrel will look like it's kissing. Mwah. I washed this before I kissed it, just so you know. I don't want to get any squirrel germs. No squirrel germs for me. Anyway, I want the squirrel to look like it's kissing it, so I put some peanut butter over here. And then I'm going to mix my squirrel feed. As you can see, my squirrel feed. Make sure I get a peanut in there too. There's some peanuts. They love those. And I'm going to put some bird seed. You can see the difference. There is a lot more seed there. So I'm going to put it inside of my cup, my purple cup. And I'm going to take some peanut butter. And I'm going to put it over into the cup. And then I'm going to mix it with the peanut butter. I'm also going to take some squirrel feed and just kind of stick it onto the mouth. And stick it onto the peanut butter that's already inside. So now I'm going to take this squirrel feed and this bird feed onto the knife, and I am going to stick it into the mane of the horse. And there's a lot of space in there for those squirrels to get food. Try to pick up some of the bird seed off of the ground, because I don't want to make it too easy. I don't want to make it too easy for those squirrels to get the food, so I will mix that in and mix it up with the peanut butter. So hopefully, first day when I got this, I had 1, maybe 2 squirrels, and then the second day I had 3 squirrels, and now recently I have counted up to 6 or sometimes 7 squirrels that will come. And my neighbors are really super happy of all the squirrels that I am attracting to their yards. I used to worry, I used to lose sleep at night worrying about those squirrels and how they were going to fill their faces with food, because it was kind of hard for them to get the food out of the bird feeder. So then I found this horsehead squirrel feeder on Amazon, and I was so excited. I thought about buying 32 of them, but instead, because we're in coronavirus season, I just bought 1. And I'm very happy that I bought it, because now my office that I work in is right, and I'll show you, it's right, a picture of it right here. I set up my laptop so I can watch all day. I can watch those squirrels. I don't want to get into peanut butter, but I can watch those squirrels putting their heads inside of that squirrel feeder, and it makes me really happy. And my daughter, Kat, can watch as well because she has her desk right next to me. We put her computer here, her laptop here, and mine here, and we watch as we do our work. I better hurry up because the birds, I also have to fill the bird seeder, and I can hear them. And they're talking, and I think they're saying hurry up and put some food in. So I think that they are saying hurry up, we're hungry. So let me get going on this. I also, for Easter, put and hung some Easter eggs from the string, and I'll show you some video. We'll actually stop right now, and you can actually see some video of the squirrels going after the Easter eggs, and you can see it right now.
You know, if he broke that string. Oh, there he goes. Now, yeah, take it, run away with it. Take it up the tree, little squirrel.
He's gonna open it, it's all gonna fall out. Oh, there it goes. He got it. Oh, he's getting some.
All right. Well, that was amazing.
Wasn't it?
That was a show. That was good.
It's a little messy. I'll have to go in and wash my hands because I did end up having to use my hands to get some of that squirrel feed into it. And you can see now that there is a lot of squirrel feed and peanut butter all in there. You can see in the mane, and I'm not sure if you can see, but in the part of the horse's mouth, it's full, and in the horse's mouth right here, there's some. So hopefully that squirrel will go mwah and eat that. And I don't know if you can hear, but I have a wind chime above me. When the wind blows, the wind chime makes some beautiful noise. So, and then what's left, it's kind of a mess, so I need to make sure that I get all of it out because it's really hard to wash that out. Make sure that these squirrels, they're going to be really hungry. And you can see on the ground that there's a lot of bird seed that fell down, mostly the corn. So they'll have a feast on the ground as well. As I said, I hear those birds, and they're talking and they're saying they're hungry. So I'm going to put some bird seed in for the birds. And I put this here to try to keep the squirrels from getting in, but they still can get in. There we go. All right, well, we'll see. We'll be watching. So I have a question for you. Do you feed any birds or any squirrels or any animals where you live? Let me know in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe, to like the video, and ding the bell, so that way you'll know when we put some more videos out. Thanks for watching. Let's see, does the pie pan work? Probably not, because he probably just swings it around and dumps all the food on the ground. Oh, nope. He's in. He's dumping all the food on the ground. And now what will he do? Oh, he's hit the jackpot. He's got it on the ground. The pie pan apparently does not work. Maybe next time I'll put peanut butter on the pole so he'll slide down, but he'll get a treat on his fingers, on his little paws. So in my latest effort to prevent the squirrels from climbing up and getting the food from the bird feeder, I have put peanut butter. If you can see, there's peanut butter that I put along the pole. So I'm hoping when they try to climb up that they're gonna slide down, but then they're gonna have a nice snack on their fingers. So let's see if it works. Hopefully we can get some of the squirrels to try to climb up and see what happens. Okay, well, what's happening is the squirrel is licking off the peanut butter. I intended for him to climb up and slide down and get a little treat on his hands, but instead he's just licking off the peanut butter. Maybe he'll climb up and slide down and get more of a treat. Oh, there we go. It worked. It works. The peanut butter worked.